Okay, we're talking about motivation. Now, if this is your whole brain, just like an iceberg, 90% of the iceberg is under the water, so that's your unconscious, and there's 10% above the surface of the water. I'll put in the surface there. And this 10% may have a small area up here that's interested in change. So that is the only area that's motivated to have change. Motivated to make a change. So we might say it's 2 or 3% of your whole system. Now this 90% down here is as happy as can be. Even if you're stressed, it won't want to change because it deals with everything using one simple word, I-N-E, inertia. And inertia means I will not change for any reason because the devil you know is better than the devil you don't know. So what happens then is that this area here, the 3% up here that is actually motivated to make a change, to give up something or to do something new or whatever it is, or give it a go, that is against the 90% down here and possibly against the 7% up here. So you've got 97% versus 3%. So how do you make change happen in a situation like that? Well, the only way you can actually make it happen is when we look at the brain, put the ice here, smile here, this area here, this area here. This here is your survival brain, this here is your emotional brain, and it also manages the motion and the sensors, all the senses. And this part of your brain up here gives you conscious control of what you're doing. It gives you planning, it gives you problem solving, it gives you peace of mind. This is the area that we go to when we are happy. So if this is the area that has the 3% up here, we'll mark it just like that, then this area has motivation. But the rest of your brain may not have any motivation to change. This part down here, the survival brain, is interested in self-preservation. Big time inertia. I don't want to move. Why would I change? That'll take energy. So it says, no thank you, I'm grand. This area here, the emotional area, and the motion sensors and the movement center of your brain, this area with all the senses, this area is saying, look, I'm used to this now, this is fine, it's grand, leave it alone. And most of the thinking part up here may not be interested in the change, just this 3% is actually switched on. So you got 90% against 3%. So how can we manage to make a change at all? Well, the only way we can make a change is for this area here to take stock of what will make this happy. And there are two words when you're phrasing a goal, when you're setting something up for the future, that actually make this part of your brain feel that it might actually be willing to participate. If you tell it it's going to be quick, if you tell it it's going to be easy, and if you tell it it's going to be safe. That's what it's really interested in. It's all about self-preservation. If it's something that can be done in a couple of seconds or a couple of minutes, then it might actually come on board for those short moments. When it comes to the emotional brain, well, if it doesn't make me happier, then there is no point in actually talking to me about it. And if I'm not going to be more comfortable, I'm just going to write comforter, right? If I'm not going to be more comfortable, then I'm not going to bother. And this part up here says, well, look, there's a big chunk of this brain up here. This part says, well, look, I might be interested, but if it makes me more efficient and it makes me more effective in doing the things that I want to do, then there's a very good chance that I will actually participate. Now, if the motivation section up here can harness the other areas of the brain, it's like you've now got the whole 100% switched on and interested in making that change. Okay, instead of being 1% or 3% or 10%, you now have 100%. So you've got the whole brain, and if you've got the whole brain, that means you've got the whole body, because the brain and the body work together as a team. So in order to get motivated, you need to set a goal that includes these words: that it's quick, easy, safe, that it's comfortable, it's going to make you happy, and it will end up making you more efficient and effective. That makes sense?
Mm-hmm.
And the reward has to be so big that they'll all come on board for a short period of time. That makes sense? Good. So I usually set a goal like this. My goal is to say, I'm going to turn it around now so that I'm actually writing my own way. To safely and easily, happily and comfortably, efficiently and effectively do whatever it is. And if you set the goal like that, then you will get the internal motivation. You will get all that you need to support you. So that it's not just 3% whistling in the wind and hoping for change. It becomes the whole brain and the whole body working together as a team to effect a change, to make it happen. They'll all participate. They'll all be delighted to participate. They'll all be thrilled to participate, because it's going to make this guy easy, and life is going to be easier, and it's going to be a very quick intervention, right? And it's going to make them more safe. It's going to make them happier and more comfortable, and it's going to make them more efficient and effective. So why not? That makes sense?
Mm-hmm.
Good. So that's how we get motivation running. You start off by setting a goal that actually involves these words, and that's why you do it.